Hello everyone, welcome. This is the first video. This is my second time recording this. I'm not sure if it'll be the first video that'll be released, but it's the first video that's recorded, obviously. So, let's get straight into it. Take a sip of water, man. Alright. So, what are we doing today? If you read the title of the video, it is how to prevent a relapse in your self-improvement or monk mode journey. I'm going to start off by telling the story of my self-improvement journey. It actually started when my friend Lucas, the same one who's co-running this channel, he sent me a Hamza video, and ever since then I've been on self-improvement, watching different self-improvement YouTube videos, improving myself for the better. It's been about a year now, I want to say, since I started, and I've made a lot of progress. So I actually fell into a relapse a while back, but I'm back on grind now, and I want to explain to you how to prevent a relapse, and if you are in a relapse, how to get back onto self-improvement. Sorry, the first thing I'm gonna cover, just gonna look at my notes. Sorry, the first thing I'm gonna cover is, basically the first way to prevent a relapse is you have to do it properly to begin with. It's on the fucking table. You have to do everything properly to begin with, and don't fucking slack off. Like, seriously, so many people I see doing self-improvement these days, they slack off a bit on it, or they don't go 100% in it. You have to go 100% in the self-improvement journey. It is to improve yourself, so you have to go 100% in it. But you have to do it properly. Do everything, especially the stuff that you find the hardest, because this will end up building your discipline, which is one of the most important things in I had to sneeze. Which is one of the most important things in self-improvement. I think is the most important thing in self-improvement is discipline, and you build discipline by doing the work that you find the hardest to do. So, one of the actual biggest pieces of advice I have here, I have it written down, is putting in the work is the easiest part. Maintaining the work is the hardest part. And you want to maintain the work as much as possible, because that'll basically keep your discipline. Think of it like, if you don't do the work for a little bit, it'll reset your discipline. It won't fully reset it, but it'll kind of lower your discipline, especially if you're not consistent with it. So stay consistent in it, maintain that good level of discipline, and you should be alright. And now the other ways I have to prevent a relapse, this is in the fucking way, is essentially you want to keep up your good work, like I said, remain consistent, and don't slip back into bad habits. Maintain good habits and continue to progress with them. It's kind of like going in the gym. So let's say you want to lift 25 kgs. I don't know what that is in pounds. I have it in the thing of the video when I edit it, what it is in pounds for the American viewers. It's like when you go to the gym, let's say you start off by lifting 8 kilos. And then you eventually work your way up to 25s. You progressively overload yourself in weight, essentially. And with the good habits in self-improvement, that is one of the things you want to do. You want to essentially progressively overload these good habits. I'm sorry, I thought someone was in the fucking kitchen, but I guess not. I'm hallucinating. But you want to progressively overload the good habits. And what this will do is it'll essentially make you stronger in maintaining them. It's kind of like, let's say if you, back to the analogy before, you eventually work your way up to the 25 kg weights, and you curl them, you do whatever, it'll be a lot easier for you to lift 8 kgs. It'll be way easier for you to, just curl 8s instead of 25s. Especially if you're moved on to the 25s. It'll make it a lot easier. It'll be like lifting fucking paper, essentially. And yeah, that's the thing, is you want to progressively overload, because it'll make the hard habits also easier if you stay consistent to it, because you're progressively overloading, you're building kind of like not an immunity, you're I don't really know how to explain it. You're essentially building your mind with the good habits is the best way I can explain it. You're building your way up to making them easier for you. And I don't mean by saying, oh, just go easy on yourself, do this and it'll get easier and easier. It'll get easier to do them. It won't get easier actually doing them. I don't know if that fucking makes sense. If you understand what I mean, you understand what I mean. If you don't, then you're fucking done. Yeah, hopefully you understand. But yeah. And the next thing I want to go on to is actually how to prevent your relapse. Wait, no, I'm on that point. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes and I just read that and I was like, oh, how to prevent a relapse. Yeah, the next point in how to prevent a relapse is I want you to write down your goals for self-improvement and review them constantly, and not only this, but also dream about your self-improvement. Like, fucking manifest that shit. And if you haven't done this already, I want you to pause the video, get out a piece of paper or Google Docs or just some shit that you can write your notes on, and I want you to write down your goals for the next year in self-improvement, obviously. And then once you're done with that, or you've unpaused the video by now, if you don't do this step, actually, this whole video is fucking irrelevant. Like, if you don't do this step right now, you might as well not be on fucking self-improvement. This is just my opinion. Because if you don't do this, this is one of the most important things. Is free up storage. Oh, let's go. Yeah. Write down your goals, constantly review them, constantly look at them, constantly think about them. Or else this will increase your chances of falling into a relapse and quitting it altogether, and that's obviously not something that you want to do. You're going on to self-improvement to improve yourself. You don't want to fall back into bad habits. Yeah, the next point I have is what to do when you see yourself slowing down in self-improvement journey. And I don't mean this by you view the progress as not being as much, because that could just be that you're progressing a lot. Why the fuck's my hair like that? You see that shit? There's two little lines there. That's weird as fuck. Yeah, anyway. If you see yourself slowing down, I want you to do this again. Get out a pen and paper. If you see yourself slowing down, but if you see the progress slowing down, you see your bad habits increasing again. You're starting to do more of them. You're starting to scroll on Instagram again, or Reels, or TikTok, or some fucking shit. If you start seeing yourself do that again, and you start seeing yourself slip into the bad habits again, I want you to write down or type down or some shit. Just get this down, because it's like before. It's very, very important. Write down what is going wrong, or why you think you're slowing down the bad habits. Why you think you're falling back into old bad habits, and why you think the good habits maybe aren't progressing as well as they should be. I want you to write down what is sorry, my mind just went blank for a second. I want you to write down what you think is wrong, or like what you're doing wrong, and I want you to figure out and write down why you think this is happening, essentially. Pause the video, write that down. I'll be waiting here. This video will still be here. Pause the video, write that down. Same with the other stuff before as well. And then just unpause the video whenever you're ready. Now, the next thing I want you to do if you start seeing yourself going into the relapse is take some time to yourself. Literally lock yourself in a fucking room. Like, I know it sounds kind of dumb. I know it sounds like a bit counterintuitive, but just for a day, lock yourself in the room. No distractions, no books, no phones, no laptops, no nothing. Put everything that is distracting in a different room. And I want you to basically be in your room for the whole day. And just think about what's going on, thinking about how you can fix it, and thinking about why things are going badly. Yeah, and then once you've done that, let's say if you haven't done that, or let's say if you're in the relapse as well, I'm going to show you how to get back onto self-improvement. Now, the first thing I want you to do is write down why you relapse, or why you think you relapse, and then theorize ways to get back onto it. But you know yourself the best. So I want you to write down ideas about how you can actually get back on self-improvement. Obviously, I don't know who the fuck is watching this video. I don't know what you're going through or why you relapsed, but I can tell you how to get back onto it. But I also want you to write down how you can get back onto it and do those things, because it is very important to have your own opinion and your own ways of doing things. But also listen to what I'm saying, obviously. But my best advice to get back onto self-improvement is just to fucking do it. Like, if you have relapse, it's just like doing it the first time. Think why you got on self-improvement. It's because your life was shit. Like, I'm not I don't mean to be offensive, but if you went on self-improvement, it's because your life is fucking shit. Maybe you're skinny fat or some shit, or you were skinny fat, and then you see yourself relapsing, you see gym progress slowing down. Maybe your mental health wasn't as good. That's probably the reason why you got onto self-improvement. And if you relapsed, it's kind of the same thing. Because when you're in a relapse, you'll see progress slowing down, you'll see your mental health going down. And that's basically the whole reason why you started this journey. So how to get back onto it is push past your bitch mind, essentially. Everyone has like a bitch mind. That's essentially what I call it, is your bitch mind. And what the bitch mind is to me is, it's basically like this little voice in your head saying, oh, maybe I can play a bit of video games, maybe I can smoke a little bit, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. Oh, a bit of YouTube won't hurt me, maybe I'll watch a Mr. Beast video, or whatever the fuck, or I don't really know who's popping off right now. But maybe you think, oh, I can watch this person play video games for a bit. That is basically your bitch mind. And what I want you to do with this information is, I want you to try and limit that bitch mind as much as you can, or push past it, essentially. It's like the first time you started self-improvement. Like I explained before, you probably started self-improvement because your mental health wasn't that good. Maybe you weren't happy with your physique, so you started self-improvement. And what you did the first time is you pushed past your bitch mind, and this is the exact same thing you have to do again. And actually going back onto self-improvement after a relapse already decreases your chance of a relapse again. It's very, very rare for people to relapse, in my opinion, more than 3 times. I've relapsed once, and ever since I relapsed, I've been back on self-improvement, and I am stronger in self-improvement than I ever was. And this will happen to you as well. If you're on a relapse, you get back on, it'll be like essentially better. In my opinion, this is what I've experienced. It'll be better, and you'll make more progress than the first time you did self-improvement. After your relapse, you get back onto it, it'll be 10 times better than your first, than when you first started self-improvement, in my opinion. Anyway, that's about it. What else do I have to say? We are doing one-on-one coaching. If that's something that you feel like you want or you need to get past this relapse, just go to the email in the description of the video. Click on that, email us, we'll set up a one-on-one coaching session. And yeah, it does cost money, by the way, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna be like, oh well you did this, so pay me now. I'm telling you this now, that there is a price to it. But email us if you feel like that's something that'll help you. If you feel like I can help you, if this video has helped you, I strongly recommend the one-on-one coaching session. You'll be either with me or with Lucas. You'll probably be with me if you came from this video, because this is a video from me. Both of us aren't in it. So basically, go to that email. Say the video that made you want the one-on-one coaching, because then it'll essentially help me help you even more. But that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Like, you know, you fucking should. Like and subscribe. Share the video with a friend that you feel may benefit from this or may benefit from self-improvement. Yeah. Join the top percent today. Subscribe, join the top percent today. Have a good rest of your day. Get back onto self-improvement. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.